Luke Shaw, great to talk to you. How excited are you for this weekend? I mean, Manchester United Arsenal is one of the biggest fixtures on the calendar list.
Yeah, no, really excited, and I think even more positive than ever. I think we're off at the back of a really good win. The spirit in the camp and the squad is really high at the moment, and yeah, like you said, Arsenal and Manchester United is a very big game. A big game history-wise, with them two. So it's one we're looking forward to, and I think one we really need to win, as we haven't picked up too many points in the Premier League, even though our results have been pretty good the last sort of few games. So yeah, no, it's a game we're really looking forward to, and a game we're really positive with getting a result.
Do you feel like all the pieces are coming together for United? Because it is such a talented squad that you're playing in, that perhaps it's a bit of a headache for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to decide what formation, what tactics, and obviously which personnel to deploy.
Yeah, no, of course. And I think I've always said, about our squad that we have such, amazing talent all around the pitch. And I think, I think the early start of the season wasn't the best from us. And I think, the team did lack fitness. And I think at times it's shown. And I feel, we've all had a lot of games now. And I think we're starting to show that, we're up there with fitness levels. We've got our fitness levels back, and, the confidence is there. And I think the even better thing is the fact that the manager changed the system, that we haven't been sort of playing too much, and he also sort of integrated maybe a few more players that haven't been playing either. And I think everyone done the job so well, and everyone wants to play. So I think it's good for the manager to have that, because when people are getting their chance, I think you could say on Wednesday, I think everyone took the chance that they got with both hands, and now it makes the manager's decision harder to pick a team.
Football is a job, though. I mean, sport in general, particularly team sports, are quite unique in that you're always competing against other individuals in order to strut your stuff on the pitch on a Saturday or Sunday or midweek for the Champions League. How do you personally deal with competition for your spot at Manchester United? I mean, some will do it one way, others will do it another way. What's your take?
No, I think it's really healthy competition here. I think, sometimes you can maybe, not get on with your competition. Maybe sometimes, you might not want them to have a good game. But I think everyone gets on really well. We're like a family here. Everyone wants everyone to do well, no matter who's playing. If they're in your position, we all want the best for, obviously us as individuals, but I think a team collectively, we all want everyone to do well, and we want the team to do well. So, I think, like I said, we all get on well. We all push each other. Of course, we all want to start, and there's only 11 spaces on the pitch, and that's totally down to the manager. But apart from that, like I said, we're all a family, and we all push each other day in, day out to get the best out of each other, and to be playing.
Do you feel it's the best squad in the Premier League? Because even your goalkeepers, you've got world-class goalkeepers. Not every team can say that. The defense, you've got plenty of options there and some new signings. The midfield and the attack force, it's positively stacked, like I mentioned before.
Yeah, no, of course. And I think especially now, everyone's really playing well. So, the squad looks even stronger than last season. I think it definitely helps with a strong depth of a squad, especially for the game on Wednesday. You look at our bench and you look who the manager had to bring on, and I don't think we've had that for many years now. I think I wouldn't say our bench has been weak, because like I said, we have had wonderful players in the squad in the last few years, but I think the strength of the squad now is amazing. And no, of course there's a lot of teams with strong squads, but I think we've got a very good squad that is still very young and trying to improve a lot.
How have you overcome the personal adversities that you've faced with the injuries you've suffered during your career? Because I've spoken to a few players before, and they've always said to me, when you have a major injury, mentally you might not be able to give quite 100% because you're worried you're going to get injured again. Are we finally seeing the best of Luke Shaw now in terms of consistency and having a good run in the team?
Yeah, of course. I think when injuries like that happen, you do your sort of time that you're out, and I think, you know, sometimes it's hard, but you just got to forget about what's happened in the past and, you know, just focus on what's happening now. And I think, especially now I'm doing that, you know, push me even more with the competition that we've had and, you know, the players that the manager's brought in. And I think, yeah, consistency and, you know, staying fit. I think sometimes maybe in the past I've struggled to, you know, maybe play a lot of games, you know, consistent and then maybe pick up a little niggle, but hopefully now I think, you know, I think I played more or so every game this season. So hopefully I can, you know, keep fit and, you know, keep helping the team out as much as I can.
It's, like you mentioned, a very young squad. Do you feel a bit like a leader within the team itself? A bit like the veteran, even though you yourself are pretty relatively young?
Nice. Yeah, it is quite weird to be fair because, you know, even more so in training, we used to do the games where like you have a young team, you have a middle team, and then you have the, you know, the older team. And I think now, because our team's so young, I tend to get put in the old team now, which is something I'm not used to. But no, of course, you know, I've been there and I know, you know, sort of what the young lads in our squad are feeling and, you know, what they're going through. Of course, good times, but sometimes it's hard for them as a young player. But you know, I've experienced it, so I can always give them, you know, advice and help them. And you know, it's important to always make them feel welcome in a squad with, you know, the likes of the players we have.
And to be vocal on the pitch as well. I'm actually covering the game this weekend for Malaysian TV with Tony Adams, and it got me thinking of some of my favourite memories of United versus Arsenal, either home or away. Growing up, not as a player, but as a viewer, what's your favourite memory of this fixture? What stands out in your mind?
Probably the maddest memory ever was probably the Van Nistelrooy penalty. When I remember that, and I always, you know, see that whenever I'm, you know, sometimes on telly and, you know, on social media. It's always been brought up a few times, but that's probably the maddest memory that I can sort of remember of a game of that. You know, how big the game was, and you know how it went down, and you know you could sort of, even though you weren't there, you could feel the rivalry between the players and seeing how big it was. And of course back then they were the two clubs that were always battling it out. So I think, you know, that's probably a memory. But of course there's ones with, you know, with the Champions League, with the likes of Ronaldo scoring that free kick from about 50 yards out, and you know, I remember stuff like that. So yeah, a couple of them, but I think the biggest memory would be the Van Nistelrooy penalty and
Keane,
you know,
Vieira, the 8-2 scoreline, Arsene Wenger standing like this in the crowd. I mean, it's a really special fixture. Really looking forward to it. Just two final things. How do you unwind away from the pitch? What does Luke Shaw like to do?
A lot different now, obviously, because I've had my son. So I think before I used to, just chill, you know, play FIFA, play on my Xbox, go out with my girlfriend. But I'm alright. I haven't played for a while now, obviously, because I'm much more occupied than I used to be. So I don't have much spare time now, as my little one's always running about. So I'm always having to follow him about. But yeah, no, it's completely different now. But I wouldn't change it for anything. It's, you know, the best thing that's probably happened is having my son. So I think, you know, it's worth, you know, whatever I've done before to what I do now is the best.
Final thing, do you have a message for the Malaysian fans of Manchester United? They are amongst the most hardcore in the entire world, in my humble opinion.
No, I know we've been there and we've seen how much, you know, United means to the fans out there. But no, of course, we just, obviously from me, I'd like to thank them for their support all the time, and you know, to keep supporting us. And you know, we see it all the time on social media. We see how important, you know, the club means to the fans, and of course we all appreciate it, and we all love our fans as much. So hopefully they can keep supporting us, and we can make them smile on Sunday with a big win against Arsenal.
Well, I want to thank you for your time, and off the record, I'm a Spurs supporter, so I hope that as well. All the best, and speak to you soon.
Take care, mate. See you later.